So let me get this straight. You want millions of followers and millions of likes, correct? And you want to be an influencer, correct? And you want to do what you love and have fun and turn that into a part-time career, correct? Well, in that case, you've come to the right place. Let's go. Welcome to Influencer 101 with Dylan Hartman, Season 1, Episode 1. This is exciting. This is like the beginning of like when the food just hits the table, the McDonald's hits the table and you're like about to start eating. That's what this is like. God, I'm hungry. Alright, I don't like to waste time, so let's go. As you probably could tell by the title, today we're learning about Instagram growth. And I'm not going to turn this into a 10-step thing. 3 steps, that's 6. 3 steps, 3 easy and simple steps that can get you started on your path to becoming an influencer. How cool is that? Literally, all you have to do is 3 things. I don't know why I keep doing this, that's 6. And you're already on your way to becoming an influencer. Okay, now before we go through these 3 steps, there's something very important that you have to do first. You have to decide what kind of influencer you want to be. Now you're probably thinking, Dylan, what do you mean I have to pick what kind of influencer I want to be? I just want to be an influencer. Well, see, that's your first wrong step, okay? I'm going to tell you right now. First and foremost, you want to say to yourself, what do I really enjoy doing and what do I want to be an influencer for? For example, this is one of my homies. He is an influencer, and what he does is he doesn't take Snapchat pictures and like random cringy stuff like I do. He has a beautiful car. So what his Instagram looks like is it's all his car. He has a Toyota GT86, so in his username is the numbers 86. Another example, theme pages. Theme pages are huge. You could become an influencer by having a theme page. You don't even have to show your face to do this. This is just one of thousands of pages, but this page has 1 million followers, and as you can see, all they do is repost tweets or funny things. Or maybe you want to be one of those cringy influencers that just post weird pictures every day. Now for me, I wouldn't consider myself an influencer anymore just because music is my full passion. I explained this last video, I'm not going to get super into it again. By the way, you should go check out my music if you haven't already. Obviously, since I'm an independent, self-funded artist. So there's so many different types of influencers. You know, maybe you really like business. Maybe you really like talking about business and like finances. You can make an Instagram page. It could be a theme page about successful people in business, or it could be your personal page talking about, you know, your business ventures. So now that you have chose what kind of influencer you want to be, now we move on to step 1. Step 1 is branding and content. Branding and content is like the key to becoming something. Now the reason why I say this, and I don't want you guys to get confused by this, some people think that if you want to be an influencer, all you have to do is take pictures and then post them and do absolutely no work. That is not the case. I wish that's how it worked. That would be so sick. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So we're gonna use a makeup influencer, for example. Let's say you really are interested in doing makeup and you want to grow a very large following by doing makeup. Now, most average people would think, okay, let me think. What do the big makeup artists do? Oh, they just do their makeup real quick and take a selfie and then they get like 1 million likes and that's it. That is absolutely what you do not want to do. That's like the worst thing you can do. Getting inspiration from bigger influencers is a good thing, but you don't want to do exactly what they do because keep in mind, these influencers are already developed. So they don't really need to do anything. They could post a really like horrible picture and, you know, get hundreds of thousands, millions of likes. But you, if you're not already an established influencer, you need to grow and you need to figure out a way to do that. For example, if you really want to do makeup and you really like exotic looks, like super crazy exotic makeup, don't do your makeup and then take a picture of it. Oh, that would hurt me so bad. What you could do instead is you could set up your phone. Everybody has a phone, okay? If you want to be an influencer, you have to have a phone, at least, come on. Now, you don't need a super expensive camera like this one or like influencers have, okay? Set your phone up Let's pretend that like this YouTube plaque is a mirror, okay, and I'm doing my makeup. Set your phone up right above your mirror. Literally do your makeup. Oh, blah, 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 I'm doing my makeup, Make it pretty interesting. Maybe you can talk during it, or maybe you can have a time lapse with like a cool edit, or like music in the background. You want people to be interested in what you're doing. Now you have a really dope video that you can post, and you post it on Instagram. That's step one. Make some interesting content that goes with your brand, aka makeup in this case, and post it. And now you're probably like, well, Dylan, what do I do? I'm freaking out. Like, if I can't just sit there and become this big influencer, then what do I do? Here's what you do. Step 2, friends and connections. I see these people trying to become influencers all the time, and I wonder why they don't do this, because this is so simple. Literally, post your video, post whatever you're posting, and then give your friend a text, give your best friend a call. Reach out to all your friends and say, hey, I just posted, you know, my car video on my Instagram. Do you think you could go repost it on your story, and I'll repost your picture on my story? Or even if they don't want to do that, reach out to your friends and be like, hey, you know, it would mean a lot if you would just go check out my video. Maybe you'll like it, you know. Maybe leave a comment if you really like it. Something like that. Now what that's doing, that is building already. If you have your friend, even your friend that has 10 followers on Instagram, if that friend takes your photo or your video or your content that you posted and they repost it to their Instagram story, that automatically has other eyes on you. And that is also one of the big reasons why I said make your content interesting. Because if you have new eyes, all it takes is one person, okay? Literally all it takes is one person. You text one friend and you say, hey, can you repost this on your story? And they go and they repost it, and then their friend that sees that story checks it out and they like it and they comment on it and they repost your content. It's like this big sporadic effect that like now a ton of people are just gonna start seeing your stuff, and that is so simple. All you have to do is reach out to a couple friends. Now another thing you can do in this case, which is super easy, literally do this for 30 minutes a day and you'll see some crazy improvement in your numbers. Go on Instagram, search up your niche, okay? If you're doing makeup, search up hashtag makeup. If you're doing car stuff, hashtag whatever car you have, 370Z, GT86, and scroll through that hashtag. Don't scroll through the top, but scroll through like, you know, the recently posted stuff, and go through and like and comment on some people's videos and DM some people, reach out to people, make connections. This is where connections come in. Connections are so great. Now obviously if you're, you know, trying to become an influencer and you want to do cars, you're not just gonna go and DM Vin Diesel, right? You're probably not gonna have much luck with that. But if you reach out to smaller influencers that do the same thing that you do and you guys have similar numbers, similar videos, that is such a good way to grow long term. Let's say you make a connection with this person and a couple days later you post some content and you reach out to them in DMs and you say, hey, would you mind reposting my stuff? I do the same stuff as you, I'll repost yours. It's so simple. It literally is the most simple thing. Please do that. Last and final step right now is step 3. Step 3 is interaction. Now that you guys have new eyes and like new people seeing you, and like all of these people are it's a very cold audience. Basically what that means is, that means that this audience that is watching your content has never seen you before. Now, even if that audience likes your content and maybe, you know, they follow you for a little while, or like they like your stuff, whatever, that doesn't mean that they're gonna stay. It is difficult to really have somebody blown away and it's like, oh my god, I want to follow this person and I love all of their content. That's really hard to do because you're competing with so many people. Now what I found was most effective when I was growing as an influencer is interaction, okay? Interact with those people that are liking your posts, that are commenting on your posts. If somebody comments on the video of your car and says, wow, I really like your car, you know, respond to their comment and be like, oh, you like cars too? That's so dope. Let's message each other, let's DM, let's talk about our cars. And what that's doing is that is hooking that person in, and now they are very interested, and now they want to see more of your stuff, and now they feel personally connected to you, so you don't just feel like a stranger to them anymore. And that's it. And that could like really impact your growth in such a great way. Super easy. 3 simple steps, and that's all you have to do to get started as an influencer on Instagram. Now obviously I'm kind of running out of time here, but But there is still so much more stuff to be covered on Instagram alone, such as posting schedules. How often do I post? What times do I post? So I'm gonna get to that stuff in another video, but for right now, I'm gonna have to end the video here. If you guys are interested, if you feel like you learned anything, please go down below, leave a like, a comment, share the video, subscribe, hit that bell if you're new. If you haven't already, you know, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, this is a series, so I'm gonna be doing this consistently, and hopefully by the end of the series, you guys are gonna be the biggest influencers. That is my goal, and I'm gonna say this in every video. Those of you that are still watching to this point, you're definitely gonna want to hit that bell, and here's why. You know, you don't want people to see this video before you. You want to be the first to see this so that you can get a head start. Just saying, just saying, just saying, just saying. Peace!